44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man. Look, when that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and they head with that shit.
Fine in, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel, he nice but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. They mad, I'm too solid, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. No, they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for real. I got real soldiers, kill for me, nigga, watch yourself. They say you been in beast mode lately, you is not yourself. When you dropping that fire, precious marriage, they inquiring. They can't stop what's coming, but I see them conspiring. Cross the line, the firing. This bitch here, finna break the spin. No kindness, I don't trust you, circle small. You can keep your features. Me and my niggas don't keep no secrets. In the field like Jeepers Creepers, say they want some smoke, dawg. So I brought these chimney sweeps. Ain't coming like we coming, you can't even cap. These niggas don't run it like we run it, bitch, don't even start. Bitch, I'm with my niggas till the end, till death do us part. So if you wanna leave, you can leave, bitch, bless your heart. Fine in, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel, he nice but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. I heard they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for real. Take over in effect, yeah, I'm fully focused. You might not see it on me, just know it's women, that bitch fully loaded. Ooh, yeah, we up and rolling. Told them I need major motion. Think I'm joking, I'ma school them niggas like they baby Jody. Got it out the dust, now I'm too clean, don't know why they hate me. What you want out life, dawg? Guns and butter, baby boy. UPK top, dawg. Certified road runner. I'ma turn that econ van to a damn tank. I got chopper stash in the attic like they Anne Frank. They had that shit on lock till I snapped on them like bolt cutters. You cannot play both sides, gotta choose your colors. See him throwing that one up with that W, that's my blood, bro. Fine in, I ain't show no mercy, I'm gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the dust, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel, he nice but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a made, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. Said they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for real.
All right, let's clap it up. Shalom, DC, with the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started off on 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yahanna. Since 1969, we've been teaching the truth of the Bible. And the truth is that the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are the true Jews, and that our oppressors, the devil that the Bible speaks of. We're not affiliated with any other Christian group or Hebrew Israelite group. 1 West is home with the truth. Let's give a big shout out to Commanding General Yahanna, who's going to be in the building tonight for Black Watch. Let's give a shout out to all the Commanding General Yahanna and all the generals and all the Akim, Nakwatim that made it out to the Tennessee cookout. It was a huge success from what I understand. It was a huge success. We just going to keep doing the damn thing. The next stop, I believe, is Houston. If I'm not wrong, the next cookout is going to be in Houston. Tomorrow, I'm just going to get out, some of the housekeeping out the way. Tomorrow is going to be the feast of not the feast, Salakia, the Day of Atonement. High Holy Day is the Day of Atonement. Is going to be starting tomorrow at sundown. Once that sun goes down tomorrow, that is the beginning of our Day of Atonement. You are not to eat any. You're not allowed to eat anything. You're not allowed to drink anything. That goes for the people who are able to do this. It's not goes for your babies. It's not go for little children. It's not go for mothers that are pregnant women. This does not go for mothers that are breastfeeding. also does not apply to those who have to take medication and have to eat something with their medication. These are the people that are an exception for the Day of Atonement. If you are not in that category that I just mentioned above, whether you are a pregnant woman, a nursing mother, someone who has to take who has to eat with their medication, or young children. If you're not that, you ought to obey what the Most High God has told us, has commanded us. Tomorrow is going to be a Day of Atonement, and like I said, it's going to begin tomorrow sundown. Once that sun goes down, that is the beginning of the Day of the Atonement. That is when you stop eating. That is when you stop drinking. That is when you stop all the fleshly pleasures. All of that goes away until the next sundown. If anybody has any questions on how we are to observe that high holy day, type it in the chat or get with your camp leader, so that you can properly observe the Day of Atonement. All right. Now, what we're going to get into is that there are real live monsters. You understand? There are real live monsters, and these monsters, the Bible has been and the Most High has been warning us from the beginning to watch out for these monsters, because these monsters are 100% real. You understand? These monsters are real. And this monster in particular I'm talking about is all the rage right now. Jeffrey Dahmer. I remember when I was a kid, I'm hearing about, who he was. He was a serial killer. He cut people up. He ate people. He did experiments on them. And from what I remember, I don't remember half as much as what has been being brought forth now and this time because of that show. You know what I'm saying? Because of that show. Like I knew he killed a bunch of people. I knew he ate them up. I knew he had them in his refrigerator. You know what I'm saying? What I did not know was that he was a part of the LGBTQ community. I did not know that. What I did not know was he was predominantly targeting, even though they portrayed that he was not targeting specific people. He was 100% targeting Black and Hispanic people, Black and brown people. You know what I'm saying? I did not know that growing now, but now, actually looking back at the case, looking at his victim, looking at where he lived, looking at where he hunted, knowing the mindset of the devil. When I say the devil, I'm talking about the devil that the Bible speaks of. Knowing the mindset of those people and knowing the mindset of just serial killers in general. Once they get a taste for blood, you know what I'm saying? It's like they, from what I understand, if a dog, attacks somebody and he gets that taste for blood, from what I understand, they have to euthanize. They have to put him down. This Dahmer kid, at first, because he did it when he was in high school. His first killing was when he was in high school. You know what I'm saying? And when he did it, he developed a taste for it. And he, according to him, he said he could not stop. And according to a bunch of these serial killers, if you could take this, the water. A bunch of serial killers. Nah. Just keep it over here. The water. A bunch of these serial killers, they once they get they have an obsession of whatever it is that they do. Whether it's serial killers, serial rapists, these people who are repeat offenders, so to speak. I don't like using that term because the oppressor uses that term on us unjustly. Unjustly. I'm talking about people who do this and has a not just a hankering to do it, but not a desire to do it, but according to the studies that all these people have done, and they study these people, they have a strong urge, like I don't even want to say desire, but it's like they have to do it. According to them, they have that demon on them so much that they have to go out and commit these heinous acts. You know what I'm saying? They have to go out, and they don't feel whole unless they actually do it. They don't feel whole unless they actually do it. And when they do commit these heinous acts, no matter how heinous, because if you read up on this case, or I mean that show doesn't do it, for lack of better words, justice. If you understand what this man has done, and yeah, for water. You understand what this devil has done, and his urges to do these things, man. He gains sexual gratification, for doing these things. And if you look back at all these serial killers, all the heinous things that they do, they gain sexual gratification from doing this type of stuff. And as disgusting and vile as Jeffrey Dahmer was, he was not the first. This has been going on since the beginning of time. You understand? This demon that has a grip, that has a hold on the LGBTQ community, it destroys people. And you know who gets destroyed the most? Us. Black, so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian. You understand what I'm saying? The Most High warned us from the beginning. From the beginning, the Most High warned us to follow His laws, statutes, and commandments. You know who was marked, quote unquote, marked safe from the likes of Jeffrey Dahmer? Heterosexual men, heterosexual women. You know what I'm saying? You may not like the way I put that, but if you was a straight man back in when he was out loose hunting, he was not looking for you. If you didn't have if you wouldn't even be in the same circles as this dude. Officer Shapiro was saying back in those days, he actually lived in the vicinity of Jeffrey Dahmer. He never ran into him. Why? Because he wasn't in those circles. He was deemed safe because he was not in those circles. Now if we can't really get mad if we are dealing in the same circles as circles as the Most High told us to be out of. For instance, let me put it like this: if you hanging with and most of us can relate to this. If we hanging out with and I say most of us, maybe not all of us, but most of us can relate to this. If we hanging out with the dope boy, you know what I'm saying, with the hustler, with the dude who's moving real weight, and he has people that hate him because he's doing whatever he's doing. He has enemies. If you rolling with him and his enemies roll up on him and you with him, you can be caught in a crossfire. Like that's we understand that. You know what I'm saying? We totally get that. So why can't we get, if we run in circles that we ain't supposed to be running in, we could be caught up in the crossfire. We can be not just caught up in the crossfire, we can be targeted because we're in those circles. You want to be marked safe from any of that nonsense? Follow the Most High's law, statutes, and commandments. Most High says that is an abomination. You understand? You want to be you don't want to have kidney failure at a high rate or at a young age or at any age, really. You want to be marked safe from that. Stop going on them crab boils, them fish boils, and eating all sorts of abominable things. You understand what I'm saying? If you want to be marked safe from monkeypox, stay away from that community. Stop indulging in those acts that can give you these diseases. You understand? If you want to be marked safe from gang violence, and it's a shame that the oppressor has bottled us up so high, so much that even though those of us who are not involved or not even dealing with these activities, we can't even go to the goddamn corner store. We can't go to the corner store without passing somebody who's affiliated and we just go into the corner store and get something to drink or get a few things for the house. And now their ops is beefing and I'm caught up in it. Now, how are we going to get out of that? How are we going to move past that? I'll tell you how we move past that. You follow the laws, statutes, and commandments. You teach those dudes at the corners, that are living in that lifestyle. You teach them by living that lifestyle. If you don't know how to live that lifestyle, come to class. Get your hind parts in these seats and learn how to live that lifestyle. Then and only then can your lifestyle then be taught to all the people that's on the corners. And believe you and me, believe me, that the people, everybody's watching you. Everybody is watching you doing what you do. Everybody's watching us do what we do. There's nobody watching you more harder. Not just your friends, the haters. The haters is watching you real hard just so they can see you fall and then put you on blast. Like this nigga talking about, this and that, but lo and behold, I seen him doing this and that. And that's why a lot of especially in this LGBTQ community, that's why a lot of violence happens over there. Because they espouse to one thing and they in a closet and don't want nobody to out them. They don't want nobody to out them. But you know what? The Most High got something for that. The Most High got something for that. He was like, you don't want to be outed? Monkeypox. Right now, it's about 95% in that community, LGBTQ community. Right now. Just like it was like that with the HIV/AIDS epidemic. It was like that for a while. But soon that thing's going to bust loose. You know what I'm saying? It's going to bust loose. COVID really happened to people that ate bats. You know what I'm saying? That I don't understand what in the world would possess you to say, look at this flying ass rat. I think that will look good and some, put some broth in it, boil it up, put some leeks and onions in it, and it'll be real. What in the hell possess someone to go ahead and do something like that? But like I was saying, that originally was made for them bastards who was eating ungodly things, abominable things. But soon, and that spread fast, spread out throughout the whole world to the people who are terrified of bats. Even, just the thought of a bat. Them people still got COVID and died. All of this is going to come loose because a few, not even going to say a few, because only a few is abstaining from that disgustingness. The whole world is going to be engulfed in this disease. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, let's go back. Let's go back to where to like one of the first accounts where the Most High had to, just had to step in and be like, you know what, this is absolutely disgusting. I hate hearing about this, and I'm going to have to step in and do something about this. Get me Genesis 19. We're going to start there.
Come. Genesis chapter 19, verse 1. And there came two angels to Sodom at even.
So right here, what we're talking about is the angels. There was three angels that came to Abraham, and he said he was going to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah. He knew that his nephew was over there, and he didn't want his nephew and his family to be destroyed. So he made a deal. Well, he didn't make a deal. He asked him if there be a certain number, and it went down because he knew it wasn't going to be that number, and it kept going down until it was one righteous man. One righteous man. So he asked him if it would be one, would you I think it got down to like 50. If it got down to like 50, would you save the city? He was like, yeah, we'll save the city. So what was going on is he sent the other two angels over there to destroy the city, but he's going to find Lot's family and get them out before the Most High destroys the city, right? So this is what's going on. Now the two angels, because one of them is stayed behind with Abraham. The two angels went in to go and get Lot, and this is the account of it. Keep going.
Come. And Lot sat in the gate of Sodom.
Right.
And Lot, seeing them, rose up to meet them.
Right. So he's seeing these two men, and he knew off the jump, that these men don't belong here. You know what I'm saying? He knew that they don't belong here. Him being a righteous and upstanding man, him being an upstanding man who was taught by Abraham how to be, right. This is what he did. Keep going.
Come. And he bowed himself with his face towards the ground. Verse 2. And he said, behold now, my lords, turn in, I pray you, into your servant's house, and tarry all night, and wash your feet, and ye shall rise up early, and go on your ways. And they said, nay, but we will abide in the street all night.
So he was saying, hey, I beg you, just come on over to the house. You can rest up. You don't have to be out in the streets out here at night. He's implying, man, these streets are rough. You don't have to be out here. Y'all don't have to be out here. You don't look like you belong here. Come to my house, rest up, and early in the morning, as early as we can, because a lot of people ain't getting up. Anybody who out there who's doing dirt, they don't get up early. You know what I'm saying? By the time the people are getting up, they're going to bed. So he was like, man, get up early, and then you could be on your way. And the angel was like, nah, we're gonna stay in these streets all night. We got work to do, right? Keep going.
Come. Verse 3. And he pressed upon them greatly, and they turned in unto him, and entered into his house. And he made them a feast, and did bake unleavened bread, and they did eat.
So he kept, he was like, hey, he kept at it. So they was like, all right, we'll go with you. So he, as a custom, they came in and he fed them. You know what I'm saying? He made a feast for them. He fed them, and then and they ate. Right? Keep going.
Come. Verse 4. But before they lay down, the men of the city, even the men of Sodom, compassed the house round.
What does that mean?
They surrounded the house.
So before it was time to go to bed, these bastards, these disgusting bastards, these monsters, these Jeffrey Dahmers, came around the house and encircled the house. It was all over the house, right? Get a picture of this. They was all over the house. This is the spirit of the LGBTQ community. This is what they do. If they want something, they are going to jump you. They're going to surround you and verbally assault you until they get their way, and in some cases physically assault you until they get their way. Right now the world is at the LGBTQ's whim. You understand? Keep going. So they encircled the house.
Khan, both old and young.
It's old and young. Now hold on, wait. What verse is that?
Verse 4.
Verse 4. Now it's keep going.
Khan, all the people from every quarter.
All the people from every quarter. Now this is 5 cities. 5 cities. Sodom and Gomorrah. This is 5 cities. A huge place. You know what I'm saying? Everybody from every corner came in because word of these new dudes came into town, and now word spread so quickly and so rapidly that the whole goddamn city, people from everywhere came to this place, to this man, to Lot's house, and surrounded his house. Keep going.
Khan, verse 5. And they called unto Lot, and he said unto him, where are the men which came into thee?
Where are the what?
Where are the men?
Where are the what?
Where are the men?
What you got to worry about? You know, some men's that came through your gate. This is. Let's keep going. You had some.
That sounds like some jail stuff. You know, where a new inmate come in and they looking for fresh meat. That's their homosexual spirit.
Well, goddamn. You're right. That's exactly what was going on. And here's the thing of it. They wanted it so bad that they surrounded the house, make sure that there was no escape. That was their deal. They've. It sounds like they've done this before. So it sounds like this is nothing new to them. They on some old booty warrior stuff. They said, we like you, we want you. We can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way. Choice is yours, Lot. Send them out. Right? Keep going.
Come. Verse 4. But before they lay down, the men of the city, even the men of Sodom, compassed the house round, both old and young, all the people from every quarter. Verse 5. And they called unto Lot, and said unto him, where are the men which came in to thee this night?
Now they knew exactly where they are. They told them to come out. Bring them out. Keep going.
Come. Bring them out unto us, that we may know them. Now,
so is he saying bring them out so that we can play cards, or we can play dominoes? You know, we're renowned for our spades game. We're gonna take them out so that we can play spades, or we can roll some dice. You know what I'm saying? Up north, we play CeeLo, so we can roll some CeeLo. Is that what they was saying when they said so that we may know them? Now we want to get a cipher going because we spit hot fire, and we're gonna try and see who spits the hottest fire, us or these new folk over here. Is that what they trying to say? What in the world are they trying to say?
They're trying to say they want to rape him.
Yes. This part when he says that we may know him, that means that they want to lie with him. That's what that means. Bring them out so that we may. There is no seducing. You know what I'm saying? There's no spitting game. There's no getting to know. It's none of that. It's some caveman stuff. Like bring them out so we can beat them over the head, because none of them are gonna go willingly. Someone's gonna have to get beat over the head so that we may know. And all these men that have come around the house, and they didn't just say, so that a certain people, a certain number. They said so that all of them were going to take turn and do this. And if you read ahead in the book of Judges, there was another incident just like this. It's another incident just like this. However, that brother was able to talk them down and taking his wife. They raped her so bad that she died. And that was a tribe of Benjamin. Benjamin was almost wiped off the face of the earth because of that sodomite, spirit that they had at that time. Benjamin was almost wiped out. When that sister returned back to her home, she died on the threshold. And her husband seen what was going on, and he sent her body to the rest of the tribes, and the whole nation came up against Benjamin, and almost got wiped out, almost got wiped off the face of the earth. You know what I'm saying? Almost went the way of Sodom and Gomorrah the hard way. You know what I'm saying? Why do I say the hard way? Because we all know what happened with Sodom and Gomorrah. We all know what happened. Why do I say those guys? At that time, Benjamin almost went out the hard way. What does that mean? No sweat. It's it was easy. Everything's easy for the Most High, but you know what I'm saying? It was easy for the Most High to send hail, brimstone, fire and brimstone down on these cities and just destroy everybody. Going the hard way is going in, wiping them out. Sword by sword, you know what I'm saying? Mace by mace, dagger by dagger, arrow by arrow. You know what I'm saying? Getting up and close and laying hands. Now that's really laying hands on somebody. Not this phony concept that these Christians say, you know, hey, pastor about to lay hands. Now, if anybody, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, do like that. And, or here's my favorite, walking by and everybody fall out. Everybody on that side fall out. Oh, you didn't get it? They do some bull BS like that. Take the jacket off. What's that? Popoff? Peter Popoff? Only reason why I know him is because there's so much memes on him. You know what I'm saying? He be throwing his jacket and his like fireballs be coming out. That junk is funny to me. But them people in there, man, they got some heavy spirits on them. Like really. But that's what I'm talking about when I say, you know, they was about to go out the hard way. Going out anyway, it's difficult. You know what I'm saying? But Benjamin almost got wiped off the face of the planet because of this sodomite spirit. You know what I'm saying? And Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians right now has either one or two spirits, and mass in general. They'll have the people that are at this door. You know what I'm saying? They'll have that spirit on them, or they'll have the spirit of Lot's, you know, sons-in-laws. We're about to read on them here in a second. But they said they're demanding that Lot bring him out. They're demanding this. Keep going.
Verse 6. And Lot went out at the door unto them and shut the door after him.
So he came out and shut the door behind him because he didn't want none of them to get in, right? So he made a point of this. Keep going.
Sir?
Yeah.
Also, Lot was being extremely brotherly because he invited them in his house, so they are under his protection now. That's why he closed the door behind them, so they couldn't get to him.
And that was yeah, you're right. And that was the whole point of him bringing them in, so that he can be under their protection, so that they can be under his protection. But he didn't know they were angels. He didn't. They didn't need his protection. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, that is a custom that Abraham taught him, and that is the reason why he was saved in this instant. That was the reason. You know what I'm saying? Now, fast forward to now. You know, just how the way brothers are now and sisters. Just look how the way Black and brown people are now. We could be sitting out, you know, out on the porch and know that there's some trouble on the other side of the block, and some people who don't know no better are walking right into that lion's den. 9 times out of 10, unfortunately, what do we do? We ain't gonna warn we ain't gonna warn them. Say, hey, maybe you should go the other way. Maybe you should do this or that. What are they gonna do? Hey, watch this. Watch this. Hey, I'm live. They're gonna have they're gonna go live and they're gonna say, hey, I'm live. I'm here, right here, sitting on my porch, and I got these cats over here. And then they'll flip the screen. Now just watch what's gonna happen. I know exactly what's gonna happen because I've seen it happen 4 or 5 times this week.
World Star.
Yeah, World Star. Oh man, I'm this joint gonna go viral. Hell yeah! Sign up to my page. Get my IG up. This for the gram. I'm doing it for the gram. Blah 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 blah. My girl, her only fan page is blah blah blah. And, yeah, exactly. And my Cash App is you want me to drop some more of this fire content? Just hit my Cash App up and go to my Patreon and do all this. For what? For what? For the and if you was really getting them riches, why are you staying in that environment? You're doing that to get out the environment. Now that's the real reason, because you don't want to live in none of us want to live in hell. None of us want to live in hell. But I would rather be in hell with my brothers and sisters, knowing the type of dangers that could happen, than to be in a place where goddamn, what's that devil's name who kicked in Ahmaud Arbery's door? Not Ahmaud Arbery, but Botham Jean's door. I forgot her name. I would rather be over. I would rather be in the south side of Chicago than to be in that complex.
But her name starts with a B and ends with an H.
I follow you. I'm picking up what you putting down. I'm smelling what you're cooking. All right? Yeah. She ain't worth it. But I would rather live on the south side of Chicago than to live in Amber Geiger. That's her name. I would rather than live in the same complex with Amber Geiger, because she hates and despises you. And what's more is people heard what was going on and didn't do anything. They didn't do anything. This is a spirit that we've been grounded down into. You know what I'm saying? We're looking at a situation like that, like I just explained, as entertainment, instead of wanting that could be your sister, that could be your brother, that could be your nephew, your niece, your auntie, your uncle. But no, we're looking at trying to get 100,000 views on World Star or something, or trying to go viral or get some for what? For what? This person got beat up, got robbed, got harassed, got disrespected. Now is on national TV. You know what I'm saying? But in this time, this lot was saying, "Hey, I'm seeing this, and these people could die from this LGBTQ community." And this community was just like today, violent. That lifestyle is violent. Violent. You know what the root word in violent is? Vile. That whole lifestyle, the whole ideology, mentality is vile. According to the Most High, is an abomination. Let's keep reading.
Oh, come. Verse 7. And said, I pray you, brethren, do not so wickedly.
He said, do not so wickedly. He's like, yo, stop, don't do this. Keep going.
Come. Verse 8. Behold, now I have. Slap it. Verse 8. Behold, now I have 2 daughters which have not known man. Let me, I pray you, bring them out unto you, and do ye to them as is good in your eyes.
Like, man, don't do this wickedness. I have 2 virgin women, girls who have not known a man. I'll give you them. Just do not violate my guests, my visitors. Do not do this. Keep going.
Come. only unto these men do nothing. For therefore came they under the shadow of my roof.
Right? Because when they came under the shadow of my roof, which means if they came in, they're in my protection. They're in my house, they're under my protection. Can I allow you just to do this thing? Keep going.
Come, verse 9. And they said, stand back.
Stand back. Now, also, you don't choose the hard way. I see you don't like to choose the hard way. That's what they telling them. Like, man, get the hell up out the way. We're gonna bust this door down. We're gonna take these men and we're gonna do whatever. And if you stand in our way, basically, you're gonna get what they're gonna get. There is no when this mob is in this mentality and they're willing to use violence just to get their own pleasure. That it's disgusting. It's absolutely and utterly disgusting. Keep going.
Come. And they said again, this one fellow came into sojourn, and he will needs be a judge. Now will we deal worse with thee than with them? And they pressed sore upon the man, even Lot, and came near to break the door. So
he's saying, just like I was saying, we're gonna do worse if you don't get back. If you don't get back, we're gonna do worse. Press them up against the door till the door damn near broke. Then this happened.
Verse 10. But the men put forth their hand and pulled Lot into the house to them and shut to the door.
So they pulled him in the house and they shut the door behind him. Right? Keep going.
Verse 11. And they smote the men that were at the door of the house with blindness.
So they caused them to have blindness. So everybody that was in the house, that was out the house, was blind. Keep going.
Both small and great.
Right.
So that they wearied themselves to find the door.
Keep going.
Verse 12. And the men said unto Lot, hast thou here any besides son-in-law, and thy sons, and thy daughters, and whatsoever thou hast in the city, bring them out of this place.
So he's like, all right, if you got anybody who is your kin, you know what I'm saying, whether it's by blood or by marriage, get them and let's go. We're gonna be out. Keep going.
Come. Verse 13. For we will destroy this place.
He said, we're gonna destroy this place. It's over. It's over. Keep going.
Come. Because the cry of them is waxing great before the face of the Lord.
So, because the cry of them is waxing great before the face of the Lord. You know what? What else is waxing great before the face of the Lord? The cry of this kingdom. All the cries that went up for Botham Jean, all the cries that went up for Alton Sterling, Philando Castile, Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor. You know what I'm saying? All the cries that went up for all of our Akim that was killed by the oppressor. All the Akim that was oppressed and then went and killed themselves. What's my man's name from New York? Man, I see his face. Who they say he stole a book bag. He was in jail for 3 years in solitary confinement for like two years. Yeah, look that brother's name up real quick if you could, Baba Shah. He was in Rikers Island, and I believe that was the case that brought down Rikers Island, that got it, to be closed down. They say he stole a backpack, but it was a case of, not even a case of mistaken identity. They round up a bunch of niggas and got him, and they said he was the one who did it. They said, you got his name? Khalif Browder. That's it. Because cries like that, and how many? This is just one brother. You know what I'm saying? This is just all these people that I name is just, just but a handful. How many people are in the same position that got no media coverage? How many people are crying over them? How many families are destroyed over that? Receive no justice, receive no sympathy, no condolences, just being swept under the rug. I'm telling you, the Most High hears all of that. The Most High hears all of that. And one day he's going to send somebody to clean it up and to have somebody atone for all of that. And that one that he's going to send back is going to be Christ. It's going to be Christ. Christ is going to come with a sword. And then when he goes back to the Most High, he's going to bring it back wet. Why? He's going to be chopping off a lot of heads. There's a lot of people that have gotten away with murder, that have gotten away with rape, that have gotten away with assault and battery, that have got away with theft. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that got away with destroying so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American people. Just like that goddamn Black Panther 2 that's coming out. They're going to succeed at a certain level of pitting Black and brown people against each other. They're going to succeed at a certain level. They're trying to undermine all the work that Commanding General Yahanna is doing, and all the work that the brothers up under Commanding General Yahanna out in the West Coast, out in the South, you know what I'm saying? The Southern Midwest, where a lot of our Latin American brothers and sisters and so-called Black brothers and sisters are. They're trying to undermine all the work that they're doing out there. It's going to work on a certain level, but once we're still out there and they see how the way we are, how the way we operate, how the way the Most High taught us it to be, that's going to be looked at as the oppressor putting more pressure on us, oppressing us, trying to put a veil over us. Why? Because as we unite, we get stronger. And when I say get stronger, I'm talking about, the pork industry goes under. You know what I'm saying? The fake hair industry goes under. Them goddamn nail salons that beat our women go under. You know what I'm saying? As we get stronger, all of those, the Louis Vuittons are going to go under. The Versace, the Louis Vuittons, all of them are going under. Why? Because we got Captain Nia Thox coming out there. You know what I'm saying? We got UPK wear. You know what I'm saying? We got Salag, if I'm not mentioning all. We got the I want to say 144K over in the UK. You know what I'm saying? We got them. We got all the other Akim and Aquathium out there that are actually, building our nation up from the ground up. We got the officer Yakuza up in New York. His rib is doing a lot of, I want to say Mama Sans. Yeah, I want to say that's her brand, and even he's doing the wines and whatnot. Also, Tazadak down in Houston, he's making spirits and wines. I don't think it's spirits, but he's making wines out there. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing for us to actually come together and actually build stuff. And all the Aquathim out there, also Kwam apart with his food. Captain Tazaria with the smell goods for the brothers and the sisters. You know what I'm saying? We building this nation up from the bottom, and we got more entertainment with Philly going hard right now. Philly going hard. There's Philly is going real hard with the music. There's other brothers that need to come, that we haven't heard yet. You know what I'm saying? That is still out there. I know there's a brother down in Officer Shaw down in South Carolina. He's doing a damn thing. There's some brothers out in the Midwest and California that are doing a damn thing. Come on now, you have something?
Yeah, it's like, so we want to shout out Officer Quam's Health and Wellness. You can find him on Facebook.
Exactly. Yeah. So the more that we get strong and more that we come together under the banner of I.S.U.P.K, the Most High in Christ, and we actually getting strong, they taking notice. They know they've been noticing us. They taking notice, but they're trying to destroy us. They're throwing everything but the kitchen sink, and the kitchen sink is about to come pretty soon. Kitchen sink is going. I don't know what the hell is going to be, but it's going to come pretty soon. I digress. Let's keep going. Let's keep going and see what he's going to do after the angels told him to get his people out.
Verse 13. For we will destroy this place,
right?
Because the cry of them is waxing great before the face of the Lord,
right?
And the Lord hath sent us to destroy it. Verse 14. And Lot went out and spake unto his sons-in-law, which married his daughters,
right?
And said, Up, get you out of this place, for the Lord will destroy this city.
All right, so he's saying, y'all niggas better come on and get on with the get on, because the Most High is going to destroy this place. And what did they say?
Okay. But he seemed as one that mocked unto his sons-in-law.
So what they were saying was saying all lives matter. He's saying, yo, black, brown, black, so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American need to sit together, which he wasn't. He wasn't black, Hispanic, and Native American. But he was saying that, because you got other people saying the same thing we're saying. But he said we need to stick together. He's saying Black Lives Matter, just like you got the oppressor, you got the Asians, you got the East Indians, you have the Hamites saying Black Lives Matter, just like that. And these people, his sons-in-laws, are saying all lives matter. So they shoot him away like, man, go on about your business. Go on about your business. Right now, they are in the spirit of what's that chick's name? It's I just seen her. Damn. It was Kanye West and Candace Owens. Yeah. Candace Owens took pictures. What's it? What, White Lives Matter? Right. These niggas took pictures saying are you? This place got to go. This place got to go. One of our most influential people. And you can't argue that. You can't argue that. No matter what he says, no matter what he believes, he is one of our most influential people. And he taking pictures, with a goddamn shirt on that says white lives, not all lives matter. White lives matter. Like, nigga, really? Really? Did white lives did white lives matter? Does white lives matter right now in the Ukraine? Does it? According to the white lives, they're saying no, it doesn't matter, because they killing people. They killing a whole lot of white people. What's up with that? And that has not a goddamn thing to do with black, brown, or Hispanic people whatsoever. White people are killing more white people than we are. And those who are doing it, stop. They're doing a good job all their own. They're actually fighting for the right, even though it's really to kill us. Fighting for the right to stop killing babies. Roe v. Wade. They're fighting for that. Why? Because their women are doing it now. when it was initially started so that we can kill our babies. Hold this scripture if you could, Baba Sean. Get me that article, domestic violence, because I just want to bring this out real quick. And this has a lot to do with what was going on in that Dahmer case, right? We're gonna bring some more focus to how they really are. They're the spirit behind them, what it's really like. Keep going.
Domestic violence and the LGBTQ community. Because the majority of the domestic violence awareness movement has focused on heterosexual relationships, members of the LGBTQ community have been largely left out of the movement. However, recent research shows that LGBTQ members fall victim to domestic violence at equal or even higher rates compared to their heterosexual counterparts.
So it is either equal or higher. Equal or higher. So they beat each other's hind parts more than the heterosexual counterparts. Why is that? Because that lifestyle is nothing. Lifestyle is violent. That lifestyle is absolutely violent. Keep going.
Nine quick statistics about domestic violence and the LGBTQ community. 1. 43.8% of lesbian women and 61.1% of bisexual women have experienced rape, physical violence, and or stalking by an intimate partner at some point in their lifetime.
That's probably higher. Be honest with you, that's probably higher. A lot of times, sexual assault, even stalking, as low as quote unquote, I ain't gonna say as low, but stalking and sexual assault, it doesn't go reported. Doesn't go reported. Like and that was in women. That was in women. Keep reading.
As opposed to 35% of heterosexual women. Number 2.
So hold on, Slakia. Even more lesbian and bisexual women get raped, sexually assaulted. What does it say? Physical violence or stalked. More. It's a part of their lifestyle. Keep going.
Number 2, 26% of gay men and 37.3% of bisexual men have experienced rape, physical violence, and or stalking by an intimate partner in their lifetime, in comparison to 29% of heterosexual men.
Like I said, these numbers are reports. People who actually go out and say, "Hey, this has happened to me." These numbers are more than likely larger because a lot of this stuff goes unreported due to stigma or shame or whatever the reason. These numbers don't go reported. Now just like I was saying, just like the article had said in the beginning, that research shows that the LGBTQ members fall victim to domestic violence at equal or higher rate. What was going on over here when they surrounded his house? What was that? That was intimidation. They didn't want they assaulted lots. They assaulted lots, and they wanted to assault, not just assault. They wanted to rape. They wanted to rape the two angels that was there. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's exactly what they wanted to do. This is what they wanted. So they knew the difference between right and wrong. They don't give a goddamn. They don't give a goddamn. The rest of the community was out there, and that's what they wanted. And because that's what they wanted, that's what they got. Right? Yeah, get that if you could, Baba Shah. I'm gonna read down a little bit more. In the same study, Saki, in a study of a, sir. In a study of a male same-sex relationship, only 26% of men called the police for assistance after experiencing near lethal violence. Only 26% of them that called the police for assistance for this. What in the hell? Let's keep going. In 2012, fewer than 5% of the LGBTQ survivors of intimate partner violence sought orders of protection. See, now they're not even calling it domestic violence anymore. They're calling it intimate partner violence, and what that means, they want to do it all encompassing and whatnot. They want to do it all encompassing. Transgender victims are more likely to experience intimate partner violence in public. Transgender wants to do this stuff in public, right? Compared to those who are not as identified as transgender. We can go on. Here's a big one. LGBTQ Black/African American victims are more likely to experience physical intimate partner violence compared to those who do not identify as Black African American. I.S.U.P.K, how you doing, sir? I.S.U.P.K, my niggas, my niggas in the house. Salakia. I was just got a little excited. My niggas in the house. Just like what was going on with Jeffrey Dahmer. He actually targeted so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. How did he do that? He lived in these neighborhoods. He frequented these bars that's in these neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? And because of that, the majority of his victims was so-called Black, Hispanic, Black. Most of his victims were Black and brown. He murdered something like 17 people? Something like 17 people, and majority of them was us. What's that?
It appears to be all of them was us. That's always Black and Hispanics.
No, well, his first one was Edomite. That was just his first one. Right. But then he went on and you know, he did some Asians. Shalom, Lord Christ. And it was mostly us. I would say probably around 60 or 70% of his victims were so-called black men. So it was majority us. I'm just gonna keep on reading this article. LGBTQ victims on public assistance are more likely to experience intimate partner violence compared to those who are not on public assistance. So they're saying the poor. Who is the poor? That's us. Why would you want to be in this this community, this environment? You know what I'm saying? And because of this, the Most High, it's like, so you have some? No. Do you want the class? Kind. And because of this, the Most High has sent someone like Jeffrey Dahmer out to destroy the people in these communities. You understand what I'm saying? If we weren't in these communities, our pictures wouldn't be as part of the victims that was associated with Dahmer. You know what I'm saying? If you could, can you get me back to the scripture, Baba Shah?
Come. Verse 14. Genesis chapter 19, verse 14. And Lot went out and spake unto his sons-in-law, which married his daughters, and said, Up, get you out of this place, for the Lord will destroy the city. But he seemed as one that mocked unto his sons-in-law. Verse 15. And when the morning arose, then the angels hastened Lot.
So
saying,
when the morning came, so they was out all night. You know what I'm saying? They was out all night. And he told them to go and get his kin, his family. And when he went out to try and get them, they was like, nah, we good. They basically laughed it off. It's like, okay. Once the morning came, the angel was like, yo, we got to get the hell up out of Dodge. Get your stuff, grab your stuff, and let's go. If you could, keep going.
Come. Verse 15. And when the morning arose, then the angels hastened Lot, saying, Arise, take thy wife, and thy 2 daughters, which are here, lest thou be consumed in the iniquity of the city.
Yeah, you're gonna be the shit. You get your family, grab your stuff, let's go. Unless you want to die with all the iniquity, the judgment that's gonna come within the city. Right? Keep going.
Come. Verse 16. And while he lingered, the men laid hold upon his hand, and upon the hand of his wife, and upon the hand of his 2 daughters, the Lord being merciful unto him, and they brought him forth and set him without the city.
So they were holding hands, and they was led out the city. Why? Because the Most High had found mercy on him, right? So this is what's going on. Now they're leading out the city, and all hell's about to break loose. Keep going.
Come. Verse 17.
If you let you know, we're at Genesis chapter 19. We're at verse 17.
Come. Verse 17. And it came to pass, when they had brought them forth abroad, that he said, Escape for thy life. Look not behind thee, neither stay thou in all the plain. Escape the mountain, lest thou be consumed.
So he says, get out, go that way, keep going, don't look back. Plain, just be plain. Go that way, don't look back, keep going. Go past the mountains, go past the plains, just keep going. Just keep going, and do not, whatever you do not look back. Keep going.
Come.
And if you do, you are going to suffer the same consequences as what's going on back there. Keep going.
Come. Verse 18. And Lot said unto them, Oh, not so, my Lord.
He was like, don't worry, say less. I'm going that way. Okay, let's go. Let's keep going.
Come. Verse 19. Behold now, thy servant hath found grace in thy sight, and thou hast magnified thy mercy, which thou hast shewed unto me in saving my life.
He was like, man, you looking out for a nigga. I appreciate you. You a real one. Thank you for saving my life. Because of you, I am not going to be dead like these bastards here. I appreciate you. Let's go.
Come. And I cannot escape to the mountain, lest some evil take me, and I die.
All right, keep going.
Come. Verse 20. Behold now, this city is near to flee unto, and it is a little one. Oh, let me escape thither. Is it not a little one? And my soul shall live.
So he knows of a place that he can go to, that he can escape to. Right. And he's saying, hey, can I go there? Right? Keep going.
Come. Verse 21. And he said unto him, See, I have accepted thee concerning this thing also, that I will not overthrow the city for the which thou hast spoken.
So he's saying, like, yo, the places we came from is a huge city. You saying you about to destroy the city and don't look back, what the hell is going on? If I go over here, is this place going to be destroyed? Like, this huge place is going to be destroyed. So is this going to fall into that judgment? Is it? And he was like, nah, you good over there. So just go do what I told you. Go, don't look back. Go to that city and you'll be safe. Keep going.
Come. Verse 20. Behold now, this city is near to flee unto. Verse 21. And he said unto him, see, I have accepted thee concerning this. I missed it.
No, keep going. 22.
Come. Verse 21. And he said unto him, see, I have accepted thee concerning this thing also, that I will not overthrow this city, for the which thou hast spoken. Verse 22. Haste thee, escape thither, for I cannot do anything till thou be come thither.
He said, hurry up, man. Get the hell out of here. Keep going.
Come. Therefore, the name of the city was called Zoar. Verse 23. The sun was risen upon the earth when Lot entered into Zoar. So
it was up all night. He was up the whole day before, and he was up the whole night, getting ready to get going. Get going. That's what the angel told him. Get going. Go over there to that city. Now the sun is coming up. And as the sun's coming up, keep going. It's like it.
It goes back in the days and we used to break day. As we used to call it. We used to stay up all night doing whatever we was doing. I ain't gonna bring it up.
God, sir.
But at the same time, we used to call it breaking day. We stayed up until the sun came up.
We used to do that all the time.
Right.
I'm trying to get my son to stop doing that, you know what I'm saying? But that's a difficult task. God damn. So like it. If you could, Pagai boy, keep going. So yeah, wait, hold on. Yeah, he was up all day. He was up all night, and he was up all day going to the city, escaping the judgment that Sodom and Gomorrah is about to have. Keep going.
Come. Verse 24. Then the Lord rained upon Sodom and upon Gomorrah brimstone and fire from the Lord out of heaven.
That's gonna happen right here in this kingdom.
Right.
What was just said and happened to Sodom and Gomorrah is going to happen right here, and it's called thermonuclear war. Right. Missiles are going to be coming from the sky, and it's going to hit all these, locations, and it's going to totally destroy America, the land that sits on many waters, the whore that sits on many waters. That's this place. It's going to happen. It happened once before. It's going to happen again. Why? Because this place is called spiritually Sodom and Egypt. We were here in captivity, and Lgbtq runs this goddamn country, runs the world. You got something, Roger?
Okay. Slap. If I could, I got a precept for that.
Let's get it.
This is the book of Jeremiah 51:2. And will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her and shall empty her land. For in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about.
Right. Read that one more time if you could, Baba Kishore.
Come. The book of Jeremiah 51:2. And will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her and shall empty her land. For in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about.
That's damn right. Read that one more time. I like that. I like that. Salakia.
Jeremiah 51:2. And will send her and will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her and shall empty her land. For in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about.
Give me the first one, if you could, Baba Kishore. Verse 1. Yeah, verse 1, if you could.
Jeremiah 51:1. Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will raise up against Babylon.
This is Babylon right here. Right? Keep going.
Come. And against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me.
Right? Everybody who's not in the truth, and the truth is I.S.U.P.K. No one else. So that's everybody who's rising up against the Most High. Keep going.
Come. a destroying wind.
A destroying wind. Right now we just had a hurricane come through Florida and did a whole lot of damage down there, and it's causing some damage up here as well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is the Most High that's doing this. Keep going.
Come. And will send unto Babylon famines.
So he's going to send famines. He's going to send all of this destruction to Babylon. Why? Because Babylon, everybody is against the Most High. Everybody who is not up in the I.S.U.P.K, up under the banner of the I.S.U.P.K, is against the Most High God. Right. Precept to that, so like real quick, just for time's sake, precept to that is you cannot serve two masters. You either love one and hate the other, and that's exactly what the Most High is saying here. That's what He has said since the beginning. Old Testament, New Testament, it doesn't matter. Apocrypha, He is saying the same thing. Keep going.
Come.
Slack yourself. Yes.
If I could, when you read that there, when you said I was saying families, so a family, you have to imagine. Remember the old, like you see often in pictures, like when you see a king sitting,
Concert
with a fanning him. And these nations, man, they hate America too, but they're fanners. They make them think that they love them. They'll do anything here, but they're the same ones waiting to rob here.
Right, concert.
They're waiting to, the minute things start to get crazy, they're gonna rob. So basically, that scripture is telling you that America is surrounded by enemies. Don't only realize it.
Concert.
People who are fanning them and making them think that they're the greatest place in the world, they're out to rob them, right? And they're all gonna turn on them on that day.
Khan. That's exactly right. Exactly right. Keep going if you could, Baba Kashaw.
That shall fan her and shall empty her land.
Slide real quick. I saw this movie. It was a remake of that Charles Bronson movie, Death Wish. And in the beginning, I only say it because I know the dude that got killed. That the guy who plays the Charles Bronson character, I forget, Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis, he went up to a drug dealer and he asked him who he was. He was like, "You that?" He was like, "Yeah." The other dude took out his gun. He was like, "Yeah, I'm him." And then the guy, Bruce Willis' character just shot him dead, right? And his character was the ice cream man, and he had like a little ice cream, like kind of truck, not even a truck, but like a case that was next to him, and he had all the drugs in there. Dude came up to him, shot him, and as soon as he shot him, you seen everybody in the neighborhood running, taking the drugs from the little truck, and then bouncing off. This is exactly what that. When I hear this, that's the scene I see. You know what I'm saying? Once it gets destroyed, you think all these other nations ain't going to try and divvy up the powers and the wealth that this nation has accrued, right? Keep going.
Come. For in the day of trouble, they shall be against her round about.
They shall be against her round about. Just when you think that she has this thing a nation has friends. When this was supposed to be, the biggest and the baddest of them all. When the biggest and the baddest gets rocked and is knocked out, laying out like Suge Knight on the floor, you know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna be around him like World Star. They ain't trying to, get the phones away from trying to suppress them images. They're gonna show like, hey man, this is the biggest and baddest nigga. Now he got knocked out by a barber. He got knocked out by a barber. Let's look at this. Let's look, everybody. Come look at this. Come look at this. They round on him and say, "You got knocked up," right? That's exactly what's going to happen with this kingdom. That's the most excellent precept. If you could go back to are you done with that? Yeah, go back to Genesis if you could.
Come. Verse 24. Then the Lord rained upon Sodom and upon Gomorrah brimstone and fire from the Lord out of heaven.
Yeah, like I said, it's going to happen again here in this nation. Why? Because this nation is spiritually Sodom and Egypt. Keep going.
Verse 25. And he overthrew those cities and all the plain, all the inhabitants of the cities, and that which grew upon the ground.
So when we say that America is going to be destroyed, it's going to be destroyed just like the Most High destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah.
Right.
We're not going to lift a finger. We don't have no nuclear codes. We don't have any dirty bombs. We don't have none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? You won't even let the majority of us vote. You know what I'm saying? How in the world are we going to get nuclear bombs to destroy this kingdom? How? We're not. The Most High is going to do it. Just like the Most High destroyed Egypt, just like the Most High destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. He's going to do the same thing. And if you just look at just take the haze, you know what I'm saying, of it all off, and just look at the facts. There was plagues that brought Egypt down. Sodom and Gomorrah was so brazen and so in your face that the Most High had to bring them down. Just look at today. Who is the most brazen people here?
Right.
It's those people in that community.
Right.
We are still going through plagues right now that brought the world to its knees.
Right.
It's happening right now. Them seals have already been broken. Things is going on right now. All we got to do is bide our time. And now that we know that these seals have been broken, if you still on crack, if you still popping whores, if you still aborting your babies, you best stop.
Right.
You best stop because no telling when that sky going to crack,
Right.
and Christ going to come back down. No telling. If you still got a blunt and be like, I'm about to quit. I'm about to quit. You still smoke. You still got that blunt. And then that sky cracks. Too late. It's too late. No matter what the Christians say, you say, oh, God forgive me, and you magically, it's too late. That time is too late. You don't want to be on the other end of what comes with that. Because the Most High God is saying, especially if you're black, brown, so-called black, brown, and Native American, you'll be a part of the kingdom, but you ain't gonna know the kingdom like this. You ain't gonna get in like this. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna get in like this. You're gonna be reborn into the kingdom. If you want to go out like that, hey, that's on you. But I want to go into the kingdom with power. I want to go into the kingdom with the crown. I want to go into the kingdom knowing where we came from, like actually seeing where we came from, and getting a whip in my hand, and then giving it to another slave and say, whip that Hamite until his back is white. Yes, sir.
So what you say is so heavy. If we could go back to what, right? If we could go back in time to any drug program, Alcohol Anonymous, or any type of drug or anger management, right? As far as I.S.U.P.K is concerned, you cannot be a counselor unless you live through it, right? Imagine how heavy it would be if you lived through the system in a new kingdom and you telling the new generation, this is what happened to us.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. My brother got shot. He bled out on him.
Right.
They're gonna think about it different. They're gonna look at the person like, as the scripture says, Salaki, is this the man?
Exactly. Your counselor, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Salaki.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. They're gonna be looking at that's a heavy point I ain't never even thought about. You know what I'm saying? It's like you gonna have a slave, you're gonna be like, that's that nigga that looked like he locked me up because some made up BS. He or that woman lied on me, and she damn near got me killed because of one thing or another. They look just like that. You see that that old wench out there that's milking a cow or you know picking up the slop. Everybody wanted to look like her. Like, huh? You see that PW out there chopping that wood, you know what I'm saying? That's falling that tree. Everybody wanted to be like him. Him? He all dirty and he stink. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wanted to be like, everybody wanted to sing like this Hamite won an award for what? Are you crazy? That's a strong point. That's a strong point. And why and how? And they would look to us and be like, "Yo, there was a Hamite that everybody thought there was an Israelite. Looked just like that cat, and he got all the privileges that afforded us because he everybody thought he was us. Nah, man, he can't sleep in the barn. He got to sleep under a tree. Take that cotton, get that shit out, slack, get that crap out, and put it under the tree. Matter of fact, put it next to the garbage disposal. You know what that is? It's the pigs. Put it next to the garbage disposals. He got sleep out there. Slack it. Time is running short, and with that, I'm gonna pass the class over to Precinct Officer Pagaiwa. Come on up here.
I.S.U.P.K. security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K. out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commandant General Yahanna. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which a brother or sister will court each other. After the 6 month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. It means 10th in Hebrew and is pronounced ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, you give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming holy convocation. Tuesday sundown to Wednesday sundown is the Day of Atonement. No food, no water, but that only goes for able-bodied people. If you're children and women that are pregnant, breastfeeding, this does not apply to you.
Also, people who are taking medication and they have to eat with their medication does not apply to them as well.
Kind of a concert. Sloppy, sir. Colonel Khan, remind Akim and Akwakian to check on social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for I.S.U.P.K. events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, used to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, black shirts, black pants, black headband, or scarf. And with that, I say Imadium, which means to stand. Men of Israel will give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Imadium Shabbat. Imadium, Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shem Yahweh Yahweh Matah. Class dismissed.